It is I, Kuan Yin. This is I Have No Cut Cards Tarot, and I am on live. Yes, like loud live. So, like I said, I am Kuan Yin, and I'm going to jump right on into this reading. All right, we're going to see what this is about. Got a story to tell. Here it go. Holy Spirit, what message do you have for my collective today to put them on their highest path for their highest good? What message do you have for my collective today to put them on their highest path for their highest good? They said to shuffle this only 3 times. Damn, I believe this was coming out here. Okay. Oh, and this doesn't even belong in this deck. But this is the 9 of Earth. And it actually slid out in reverse. Wow. You know what? Off the rip, this card, I know it comes out of my, I think it's the Wisdom Witches Tarot or Oracle cards I have. I can't put my hand on them right now. It doesn't belong in this deck. I'm actually reading out of the Oracle deck, the Priestess of Light, in case you want to know. Okay. I love these. Okay. I used to use them a little more often, but the Priestess of Light. And this actually doesn't even belong in that deck, but there's a meaning here. Okay. These are wolves. Okay. And it came in the reverse. Okay. These people right here thought that they were being led to the Emerald City that you can see all the way back here. They thought they were being led into the future, into a future of abundance, technology, all the things that the future is going to have to offer them, with the advancement in the technologies that we have, that some we know about, others are being held from us. These people thought that they were going to be like the elite, living on top, financially set, because they joined a wolf pack. They joined the side that looked like they had the most probable outcome of winning. They ran with the wolves. They stayed to the pack for safety, because they didn't have a strong enough sense of self to be a lone wolf. But it came out in the reverse, because everything that whoever this group of people here were promised, they're not going to make it to the Emerald City. A lot of these people are getting ready to be stuck in the coldest season of their life, figuratively and literally. We are literally about to we're on the dawn of a precipice. I'm trying to sound like the beginning of a movie. Of Night of the Living Dead. The Walking Dead is what I'm hearing. Okay. We have a whole recipe and combination in the country that was once called America that is under civil unrest right now, wherein they're about to have a government shutdown. They're bringing in multitudes of illegal aliens. They're going to shut down government assistance, and it's at the beginning of winter. Okay, so you tell me what you think is going to happen. The Walking Dead. So anyway, these people are going to be stuck in a really bad season for a very long time. Okay, Holy Spirit, what oracle cards do you have for my collective? All right. So I have Divine Mother, Hidden Knowledge, and Wisdom. Not you, collective. Not you. You're royalty. You've been crowned and kissed. Like that singer. What's her name? The jazz singer. Crowned and kissed. Some of y'all might know who I'm talking about. I can't think of her name at this very moment. She sings a radio song. And then she also sang Black Gold with Algebra Blissett. But either way, because you executed wisdom in the past, even before you went through your transformation, you came on this realm with a higher vibration, which allowed you to suppress your ego enough to use wisdom in how you moved out here in this lifetime. Okay. Learning joy, art, music. You, like I said, you find pleasure and you find life in things that are not of a material nature. Okay. You used wisdom. Okay. A lot of times the thing that blocks people from using wisdom is their ego. which means when you don't have control over your ego, you have to operate out of the lower chakras, and you have to obtain things to maintain the ego, because you can't maintain the ego off of your own energy. But you went within this lifetime and you found the joy. I've got the joy, joy, joy down in my heart. Where? In art, in music, in spirituality, in people, in energy, in experiences. That's where your joy came from. So you exercise wisdom, and as a result of that, you got access to hidden knowledge. I was about to say Akashic Records before I even looked down to read it. Oh my God. I promise you, I was about to say Akashic Records before I even read it here. But there it is. Hidden knowledge, Akashic Records, silent understanding. Because, you operated out of this place of wisdom, you were able to get access to your Akashic Records, and you got a quiet knowledge and understanding of damn near all things, and hidden knowledge that other people are not privy to, possibly even when you were younger. Your intuition, it was very keen, okay? Because you are the divine mother, okay? You embody both the masculine and the feminine principle in balance and synchronicity, okay? You're nurturing, compassionate, and you're graceful. I'm seeing like the Virgin here. The Virgin represents purity, holiness. And you can be a masculine or feminine embodying this energy. The reason it's called the Divine Mother is because the feminine principle was first, right? Because the feminine principle contained both, the masculine and the feminine in it. At one time, the feminine could produce, offspring even without the masculine. It's a scientific fact, So we gave birth, to both principles, okay? So Divine Mother, okay? You have loving compassion, for not just yourself, but for others, and for earth, compassion. You're QUAN Yin, okay? I'm QUAN Yin most of the time, in and out. I wasn't QUAN Yin yesterday because somebody, some rogue cat, some rogue feral cat decided to attack my babies. They might not be literal babies, but they're not a year old yet. And I had to handle my business out there. I hope y'all didn't hear me. It wasn't too loud, but sometimes you got to do what you got to do as a divine mother when somebody come after your baby. All right. So I'm gonna jump right on into this reading. Okay. So yeah, I'm telling you, it's a big separation here. Everybody that ran with the wolf pack right now, they are closed off to their Akashic Records and yours. They're closed off to divine wisdom and hidden knowledge. At this particular time, everybody here that's in this energy is going to be operating with primal instinct, primarily out of their masculine energy. They're going to be in this winter season of their life. They're going to have to operate mostly out of their masculine energy because everyone's getting ready to go into survival mode because they didn't use wisdom. They didn't use wisdom, and they didn't try to balance things in how they process situations and using love and compassion and accepting that Christ consciousness, heart chakra activation. So they're stuck in this winter season as you begin to flourish. Holy Spirit, what are the messages? Yeah, these people are going to be in winter for a long time. I told y'all yesterday about a King of Pentacles coming towards you to try to manipulate you. Knight of Cups in the reverse here. This King of Pentacles energy, you do not know who he is. Okay, you never met him, but he is connected to a lot of the situation and hardship that you have been going through. And I'll clarify that for you. They had so many people working on your asses. I'm telling you, there were just so many. They're coming to you possibly about someone that's incarcerated right now. Now, you don't, like I said, you don't know this person, and it's not relevant because this could be anybody. So this could be someone being sent to you on behalf of an agency that is being sent. I can't make this shit up, y'all. I can't make it up. This is somebody being sent to you on behalf of an agency. I have CIA here. And they can send any representative, but someone is coming possibly to try to see what you know, see if they can emotionally manipulate the situation with regard possibly to a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius and a Filipino. I can't make this shit up. It's so interesting. A Filipino or I think FBI agent kept coming out in my readings, and a Libra, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius as well. This Filipino was also a spiritual practitioner that was working within a government agency. I can't make it up, y'all. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Dang, I ain't even got deep in yet. Okay, these people now. I told you yesterday somebody crossed a boundary that they should not have crossed. They crossed a boundary, and the people that knew the boundaries that they crossed, some of them were okay with it, but others, are like, wait a minute, what about due process? You crossed the boundary. Y'all are not allowed to do that. So now, because too many people know about the boundary that was crossed, reparations must be paid. Okay. People must be made whole for what was done to them. Okay. And part of that was what came out was iPhone, Android, phone carrier, and also another part of that was energy weapons, and another part of that was YouTube employee. So that's 3 of the people that are on the chopping block right now. Let's go, Holy Spirit. I mean, not supposedly, they have hard evidence that they've already investigated and they figured it out. I can't make it up. If I'm lying, I'm flying. If I'm lying, I'm flying. A Gemini. Okay, yep. This is either an ex of yours that you were connected to, or this could be a Gemini here that was working with a lot of people that had connections in the CIA, the FBI, people that work for YouTube employees, people that work for iPhone, Android, phone carrier. It was things of that nature. Communication. Gemini is the sign of communication. All forms of communication wherein you are being hacked, using technology against you. The Ace of Swords is confirming everything that I'm saying. Some people thought that if they joined this wolf pack, that everything would be okay. Like in that movie, what was it? Evan Genesis, something, I can't think of it. But y'all remember the actor Michael from The Office. He was it him that played in this movie, and he was supposed to be Noah, and he started growing a beard, and they were like, he joined the Senate, but he was supposed to be a good guy. But they were other members of the Senate was like, hey, if you want to get along around here, you need to join the wolves, because if you don't join the wolves, they're gonna come back and get you. You don't want to be a lone wolf. You want protection. And he was like, I don't know. I don't feel like that's the right thing to do. Passing laws and approving bills that could put people in danger by approving building and construction sites that are in danger zones, could possibly hurt people in the future. I can't think of the name of the goddamn movie where all the animals started following him in the White House, and in the end, a big flood came. But either way, the point is, the wolf pack. There were so many people that wanted the safety of the numbers of the wolf pack and the safety of the financial stability that they were being promised. So instead of just getting it the hard, honest way like you had to, they joined the wolf pack. Hey, there is an old saying, an old proverb, many hands make light work, right? But that's when the work that you're doing is something righteous, like coming together to renovate a house, for families in your community, and y'all take turns renovating every single person's house that's a part of this group. Okay, that's righteous. When you buy up a block in Baltimore of abandoned buildings, and everybody at your church and in your community has construction skills, so y'all come together, one by one to renovate each house to build a strong community. That's many hands making light work. But when you come together to gang stalk righteous people, to try to sacrifice them and energy harvest from them, and to do evil, wicked things in order to manifest abundance in a group, with other wolves, then that's when God steps in. And that's when the universe enacts karma, okay, is activated on your behalf. And the only reason that you were allowed to do it was because everyone has karma that's on this realm. So the divine people that you came up against most likely had past life karma to burn off anyway. So you were allowed and permitted to attack them for a period of time. But when that time ran out and their karma was burned off and they moved into their north node, if they made the right decision, then stayed in the highest vibration of love, if these people stayed in the right vibration, then they were able to move into their north node, and now they're free. So you can't attack them anymore, and you've got karma now. And you got karma for next lifetime. Because if next lifetime you decide to master yourself and you decide to embody the Christ consciousness, someone is going to be on your ass the same way you were on these people's ass, because you're going to probably have karma for what you did in this lifetime to these divine people. And so it goes on and 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 on, just like that. Just like that. So anyway, what's going on right now is people are getting very bad karma for what they did. And like I said, Gemini does represent communication. So all forms of communication here is what was used, and this is how they legally got caught up. They got caught up spiritually, and they got caught up also in legally. So they're under legal and spiritual judgment. And there's one more thing the Holy Spirit does want me to bring out really quick. It took me all these years. How long Monsters Inc. been out? And I haven't watched it. I finally sat my ass down and watched Monsters Inc. Child, why didn't I watch it a long time ago? Let me tell you. For those of you that saw it, the way the energy was being taken from that they were generating energy off of the fear of the children. The monsters would go through these doors, okay, that represented the astral plane, right? Because I know when I've been in the astral plane, I could see, I even saw one of my exes one time running from door to door, literally in the astral plane. And it looked just like Monsters Inc. I promise you, going in different doors and shit. And I was like, oh. But look, in Monsters Inc., the realm that those monsters were on, they kind of represent the astral plane, right? And the different doors they go through are access to people's ethereal bodies and their astral bodies, in which they've learned how to use fear to extract energy from all the children, because their energy is the most potent because it's pure. And they was using that energy to operate machinery and things on their realm, right? Okay, translation into English now. So a lot of the masculine energy on the planet that use and operate out of pure logic and are not balanced in their feminine and masculine energy enough to evolve emotionally, what they do is they've come up with a plan to thinking about Monsters Inc. to get the energy that they want from women, okay, or from men, okay, because women embody masculine energy too sometime, in which they're imbalanced and they're operating out of too much logic and not enough emotion. It has to be balanced. It cannot be too much of one or the other. So they've come up with this plan where if I can, whoever I get into a relationship with, to get the what I perceive as love and commitment and loyalty, and also be able to manifest off of them, I have to scare them, and I have to get someone pure to do this. Like in Monsters Inc., they were, scaring the children to get their energy. These masculine thinking men and women out here that use logic to play mind games with people they're in relationships within, to get them into a mind state where they're in fear. Oh no, what if this person's cheating on me? Oh no, what if my insecurities are right and I'm not attractive? What if I'm not good enough? What if I'm not this? What if I'm not better than that other person they're flirting with and putting in my face? What if I'm not? What if all of these mental manipulation tactics? Why doesn't he ever compliment me? Why won't he say I love you? Just the little tactics that they use. Don't give her too much attention. Don't ever tell her you love her. Maybe once or twice a year, special occasion. All of those goofy ass tactics, the fake alpha male strategy tactics that men and women use to elicit fear in a relationship so that they can keep you in check, is to get your energy from you, like in Monsters Inc., right? And such a very small population of people operating out of that masculine energy, and a lot of men on the planet, a very small amount of men actually have discovered that you can get 10 times, 100 times the amount of energy that you're looking for to manifest abundance and to feel loved and to feel secure by giving love instead, by treating somebody right, by telling them the things that will keep their emotional body intact, by keeping balance in the relationship, by doing the right things and saying the right things, by just being loving someone the way that you want to be loved. So in the movie, one of the monsters figured out that you get 10 times the amount of energy by making the children laugh instead of using fear. And a very small amount of people have that realization that instead of using fear tactics in your relationships with people, instead of evolving that feminine side of your brain, the emotional side of your brain, instead of trying to evolve that to where you learn how to give love in a responsible way and be emotionally mature and be responsible for a person's feelings and their energy and how you treat them, you can produce 10 times the amount of wealth and money and abundance. And you can get everything that you want from your partner by making them feel loved and secure and safe. 10 times more than what you can get by instilling fear, right? But this is not what is being taught to people. Instead, people are teaching people from an angle of fear. And that's why so many people, are having these endings. That's why no relationships are working, because people are operating out of a left brain logic based thought pattern. Instead of trying to balance out both sides, what the world needs is love. We got to balance it out, okay? Somebody right now is worried about a death or a complete ending of something, okay? Of someone they tried to slow down. They're worried possibly about an ending for themselves because they tried to stop or slow somebody down. I'm going to get some clarity, but this represents a lot of your energy. That's the truth. So somebody is possibly worried about even some type of death. Holy Spirit, can you clarify what this death card is right here for this person that's all in their head now, that's worried about a complete ending? I can't make it up. I'll keep going, but I split the deck on this idiot uses alpha male strategies and watches Kitten Hill videos on rerun. Okay? Y'all know Kitten Hills is the late and great, well, I'm not going to say great, the late Kevin Samuels, the man with that damn suit that sat there and cursed the womb that he came out of. Even had the nerve to come on video and say that Black women are the least attractive women on the planet. That's what this man said out his mouth when he came out of a portal, a black portal. And this idiot using alpha male strategies and watching Kitten Hill videos on rerun is worried now about a complete ending or a death. It could be a Scorpio. Holy Spirit, clarify this Scorpio death energy. Oh, wow. Okay, it's not your baby. This is somebody, it could be a Scorpio energy that is experiencing an ending, possibly. I feel like this is a Scorpio that tried to slow things down for you. This could be someone that could have lied about the paternity of someone's baby, or they could have even found out that a baby did not belong to them. Scorpio, Holy Spirit, with the 4 swords. Oh, wow. The answer is yes. Okay, thank you. Okay, so yeah, this person is getting, whoever this Scorpio, this is someone with Scorpio heavily aspected in their chart, okay? This person is manifesting an eviction and foreclosure. That's one of the wolves, y'all. I'm going to put the wolves up there. This is somebody that ran with the wolves. This person, this Scorpio energy right here is someone that does not operate out of a space of emotion or love at all, period. They only operate out of strategy. They only operate out of logic. So they're not balanced. You can't have a balanced life or a balanced way of thinking or operating in life if you're not balanced between your masculine and feminine. So now, because they did something stupid to try to slow you down, you could be a Pisces. Someone lied to them about it being their baby, and it's not. And that's the answer is yes. So they are on a slow decline, and in a few years, they could possibly even end up homeless, whoever that person is. Okay, because they said in a few years down the road. So they could be on a slippery slope right now because they were doing spell work to sabotage your ability to travel. This person, to slow you down. They were doing spell work to sabotage your ability to travel. That's what they did. And the Scorpio is saying that they was blackmailed and had to go along with it. All right. And now they're going broke. So what's going to happen with the Scorpio energy right here is that saying they were blackmailed. You know, I told you all before what this means, not every time, but what I was blackmailed and had to go along with it means this Scorpio is a part of some type of organization, you know, like the Masons or one of those Boule type, organizations. The Scorpio was part of some type of an organization wherein they pledged, their loyalty to that shit. So they could have been part of a coven, but whatever group they belonged to, because they were part of that group, they had to do what they had to do. At first, it might have been of their own will because they were being greedy and thought that they would get rich or paid. But once they committed to this organization that they were in, they had no other choice. They had to go along with whatever those people told them to do. So that means I was blackmailed and had to go along with it. And now I'm glad because now their ass is going to be broke. Now their ass is going to be broke. And the same people that told them to do that shit is the same people now they're going to have to go to and ask for money and watch how fast they close the door in their face. I'm telling y'all. A winter season of their life. This season can last until next lifetime. Y'all don't know these seasons. God's seasons are different than man's season. You think the season is winter, spring, summer, fall. Okay? That's man's season. God's season could be 5 goddamn years of some shit that you're dealing with. Because when I tell you I had a 20-year season in my life of the devil foot on my neck, listen to me. God's season is not like man's season. God's season can last anywhere from 7 to 15 to 25 damn years. God's season for a person can last right on into the next lifetime until they about 16 years old before that season and then come up off their ass. Before God tell the devil, all right, that's enough. You can come up off their ass. That karma been burned off. Anything else, Holy Spirit? We're going to move into some other messages. This was another failed attempt to seduce you. Yeah, you were using wisdom because this person collaborated with others to slow you down by sending ops and by sending people to date you that were paid and contracted to catfish you. to date you, that they coached about what you liked and didn't like. Their intentions were never to love you. Their intentions were never good. Their intentions was to get up inside of you so that they could energy harvest from you by using alpha male strategy, mental manipulation tactics, as everyone laughed at you while this group, while they report back to this group all of the things that they say to you to hurt you and laugh at your pain, so to speak, right? Their job was to send people to date you, to intentionally try to torment you and to gaslight you and play mental manipulation games to try to make you think you're crazy. I'm telling you, if you're dating someone that say one thing and you know for a fact they said some shit to you, and the next day they turn around and say the complete opposite, and then they smirk, all right, I'm not going to say that because that's not the Holy Spirit telling me to tell you to pick up a brick and go across the side of their head with it. That's me. Lord, forgive me. Help me to purify my mind and purify my heart, God. Help me to have pure thoughts. No, the Holy Spirit don't want you to take a brick and go across the side of their head. But the Holy Spirit wants you to have discernment and to detach from somebody that is playing with your mind and gaslighting you. You know what it feels like to be gaslit, because you can feel that energy turn in your sacral chakra. Literally, you can feel in your root and solar plexus chakra discomfort, and you don't know what it is because it's not physical, it's energetic. But that energy, it has still a presence in that region of your body, to where it's like your stomach, your muscles, your nerves, everything is up in a knot, and it's because you're being gaslit. Somebody is trying to make you feel like you're crazy. Somebody said they filled up the tank with gas, and you tripping because your car is on E when he brought the car back to your ass. Somebody said, no, you said you were going to pick up the kids, when goddamn well they said, I said I would do it. Don't pick them up. I got it today. Somebody has been gaslighting and playing around with you. Okay? And then they go back to the people that hired them to laugh and sit and joke together about the confusion they're causing you and gaslighting you. And that's how they were energy harvesting from you. And then when it stopped working, if you disconnected from any of these ops that was sent to energy harvest from you, then they tried to sacrifice you and start doing death spells to take you out because they couldn't get no more of your energy. Some of you woke up. Some of you learned about narcissism and they couldn't get your energy no more. So they said, okay, well, let's just sacrifice him now. Come on, let's get together and sacrifice and kill him. Take him out. Sorry to say the unalive word. But they still couldn't do that either. What they're doing is they're going to go broke. Their finances are going to slowly decline over the next few years for some of them instantly. And then eventually, a lot of these people are going to become unhoused. And people that were unhoused are going to find permanent homes. And they're going to get their balance back, 222. They're going to regain their stability. Those people that stay faithful unto death, like Job and all of his deaths, the deaths of his finances and land and children and his wife and all the things that God gave him and blessed him with. He was faithful when he had those losses, and God gave it all back to him. Okay? This person, this Scorpio energy, this is where they're going. They're going into a season, not a winter season only, or a spring, winter, spring, summer, or fall. All you got to do is just call and I'll be there. No, not that type of You going into God's season. God is placing this Scorpio energy, sun, moon, or rising, into a real long ass season of karmic energy where they are going to be experiencing their karma for everything they did to you. Everything that the devil stole, God's giving back to me. Hey, don't let me get my tambourine, y'all. There's also a Taurus, Virgo, or I was about to clear this off, but they want me to talk about this Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn right here, King of Pentacles energy. That's why the card landed here. This is both someone's sun, moon, rising, or a cusper. All right, Holy Spirit, talk to him about this Taurus. This is a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. Okay. What do you want to say, Holy Spirit, about this? Ooh. I don't know if this fell. We'll see in a minute. Next in line to die transition. But I'm not putting that on people and wishing that on people. But isn't it a good thing to be able to transition? You know, when you just can't get it, and your spiritual scholarship is removed from you on this in this school called Earth, because you know you in school. I told you the whole purpose is to be in school. It ain't to get a bag. You know, if you think it's all about getting a bag, then you got it messed up. Okay, don't get me wrong. Our lessons are different, but this whole realm is about getting lessons for the evolution of your soul and the raising of your consciousness out of this animal body that you're in. And if you thought it was only about getting a bag, then, you know, you're going to be in those operating out of your lower self for a little while longer, a few more incarnations, because you'd have missed it. And the same thing's going to play out when you reincarnate, when you pass out, when you pass away and you come back again. Guess what? You're going to be placed in the same temptation situations again, where you're going to be tempted. Hey, guess what? Energetically, you know, we can rob from somebody and become rich overnight without doing hard work. Okay. Do you want to join in? There's a righteous, pure-spirited person over there. It's going to play out next lifetime. It's going to keep playing out because it's an illusion, because it is a simulation. It's a learning tool. Every single character and personality that's in your life right now is going to reappear when you reincarnate and come back again. And they're going to come to you again. And you're going to see someone that is pure again. And you're going to say, people are going to come and be like, join with the wolves. Come with us. Don't you want to get the bag? You don't want to be a broke hoe out here. Don't you want your ego to be puffed up? Don't you want to feel good? Don't you want people to look up to you? Don't you want clout? You know, come on, join in. And you're thinking it's about the bag, but in actuality, it's about your choice and decision. It's about your free will. Whether you're willing to elevate spiritually or whether you're willing to be demoted spiritually and go through the same lesson again and again and again and again. Holy Spirit, let's talk about this King of Pentacles. What did you want to say about the King of Pentacles? This is a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. I told you yesterday that was coming towards some of you. Oh, this is about real estate for somebody, okay? Yeah, that's what it's about. So I don't know if this is someone in your family or who it is, but yesterday it was someone that you may not know. Maybe this person is coming to you on behalf of your family because you won't talk to your family. But this person was connected to the gang stalking with your friends and family, whoever this King of Pentacles. This is a Taurus. Holy shit. This is why. Okay, whoever this, listen, y'all, whoever this Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn is that's coming toward you in a friendly way, that's in the CIA or connected to the CIA, they're coming to try to emotionally manipulate you and talk to you about some real estate here. This must be some important real estate, whatever it is, because if it was worth doing all this shit and trying to take your ass out, your whole family gang stalking you and getting friends and family to do the shit too, this better be some expensive real estate. Because if this is over a goddamn $98,000 rundown townhouse in Baltimore City, I'm gonna stick my foot up somebody's ass. If this is about a goddamn abandoned ass house in Chicago some goddamn where, or Detroit, that's worth or on the market for $15,000, collective, hit me up. I gave y'all my email address. I will fuck somebody up behind this shit. If they doing this behind this type of real estate, this better be a billionaire mansion. I'm telling you, whatever this real estate is that had your whole family and friends gang stalking and using the CIA and everybody in on this shit so bad that they're about to try to set you up to be unalive. This better be about some fucking land on some Gucci Gala goddamn territory. This better be some goddamn land connected to an army base in Columbus, Georgia, that was Native American land before the army took that land. This better be some land, like I said, that a goddamn army base has to pay for because of the way that the United States obtained that land from some Native Americans. Okay? That's what it better be about. Because if this is about a $50,000 house, I'm going to beat some ass. Collective, if this is one of y'all, call me. I'm going to help you deliver this ass whooping. Damn, QUAN, I'm going to tell you my real name. So anyway, on a more serious note, somebody that you don't know is coming to you on behalf of your family about this real estate. They might be trying to arrange a meeting like, hey, look, it turns out that some real estate belongs to you, or part of this land or real estate belongs to you. Okay. So whatever you went through, it might have been because of this. They know the whole motherfucking time because they was in on it, but they're going to come to you like, they're just trying to help. And it's really a setup. They're trying to set you up to be unalived. And I want you to see this shit because this is dirty. Even at the end of your struggle and journey, when God said it's over, put down your weapons, stop the gang stalking. You can't send any more people to try to force this person into a low vibrational marriage so that they can take the land from them once we give it to them, or whatever this is. Now, these goddamn humans are still going to try to set you up to be unalived. I can't make this shit up. I'm going to get some details surrounding this bullshit. Because this is dumb. This is really dumb. Real dumb. Dee. So somebody is going to tell you, hey, your family didn't tell you, but I'm going to tell you. You got some real estate. So you better be ready to celebrate, sweetheart, because we trying to give you what belongs to you. While it's on a date, food, movie, park, or outing, somebody might invite you out to eat to celebrate with you. Hey, you were gang stalked, and that's a shame. And I want to come to you and tell you about what your family did and finally give you these court papers so you can go and sign and get your real estate. But in actuality, they're going to try to take your ass out, because this is how slow these entities and demonic possessions that are possessing these slow ass people think. After all, these two are cursing each other out, because the two people that were trying their best to keep I can't make it up. I didn't even get to shuffle. The two people that were working hard together in sync with each other to stop you from finding out about this real estate, land, or whatever this is that belongs to you, they came together and organized all this bullshit. But it's over now. This is people on your mom's side of the family that were collaborating with coworkers. You might have had to change jobs several times because of being gang stalked and harassed at every job you went to. You might have been gang stalked and harassed at every job you went to and couldn't figure out why you got weird energy and weird shit kept happening everywhere you tried to work. Your mom's side of the family was connected to the CIA, and they were connected to some agencies and people that had access to resources and people in management positions at a lot of different jobs in different areas where they could push buttons and get people in place to harass you no matter where you went. In one of my readings most recently, they were trying to set you up to be kidnapped either at your home or unalived at your job. They might have had a woman or a man befriend you at your job that they approach from the side to see if they could set somebody up. They might have taken somebody that might be either incarcerated or might be going to be incarcerated and offered them a deal. If they put you in the vicinity of wherever you're working at, and they can find a way to lure you somewhere and take your ass out. by befriending you, by taking you out to eat dinner or dating you, if they could work next to you, that they would get off and they wouldn't go to jail. You know, they do that too. They find people that are already in compromising positions that are getting ready to go to jail or prison, and they offer them an out. Hey, we have a person we've been targeting that we don't want to give this real estate to. So, hey, if you can take this person out, this is where they work. We're gonna we got somebody, one of my Masonic brothers is a manager there. So I'm gonna tell him to put him, I'm gonna tell him to hire you. Here's a fake ID. We're gonna put him within the vicinity of where you work at in your job, and this person has to try to seduce you or be friends with you and date you or hang out with you and get you isolated somewhere and set up and take your ass out. So look, your mom's side of the family was working with someone in the CIA, and they were working with coworkers wherever you were working at to try to set you up to be unalived. And they were working with the police officer and also other associates that they were connected to as well. And everybody was being promised something. This better not be no goddamn $50,000 goddamn house in Ohio. I can't, y'all. I'm just saying. How the hell are you going to pay all these people off? Shit, by the time you pay all these damn people off, that house would be worth about $350,000 the way the market is nowadays. Let it be an old single-family brick house. Shit. Unrenovated. You won't even find that under $150,000 right now. Unrenovated. They need to be gutted out. Try to see if you can find a single-family brick house in Atlanta, anywhere right now, under $150,000 that don't need to be gutted completely out. Holy Spirit, what do you want to say? What they want to say is, this is your family doing this. There could be somebody of Puerto Rican descent here, okay? I had somebody that worked for the CIA that was of Puerto Rican descent that that was doing a black magic spell. And they were using a whole... This is someone, a Puerto Rican that works for the CIA, or they worked for the CIA in the past, that was connected to one of your family members that does death spells on targeted people. And they connect to these people. I'm hearing New York. These are some Puerto Ricans that are from New York. They're somewhere between New York and California. But these people are connected to the CIA. They practice Santeria. And when they have a targeted person, they collaborate with members of their family and people that they know from back home in their country and here, you know, and this has worked on a lot of people that they could do death spells on that are in a lower vibration and a lower frequency. And it has worked so much before, they thought that it was a shoo-in for your ass. Your family got this Puerto Rican, because I'm thinking now about a reading that I did where there was a Puerto Rican CIA agent connected to a family member, a Capricorn or a Taurus, that took a family member out for somebody for some money, and they took a woman out. So that's what this is. Your family has a connection, has a Puerto Rican connection that does death spells, and they work for the CIA. So that's one of the reasons they have access to resources and the connection that they have. I just heard somebody say an F you, and they yelled it. I don't want to get in the energy because the energy's trying to come over me, but somebody said, and fuck you, just like that. I don't know who that is, but somebody just yelled, and fuck you. Just, I mean, not even like that. They yelled it loud as hell. I don't know who that was, but I'm not about to yell because y'all be complaining when I get to channeling. But somebody is mad as hell right now. I don't know whose energy I'm feeling right now, but my feet are starting to tingle. Somebody is yelling, and they're just yelling, and fuck you, and fuck you. And somebody is hot right now. Somebody is real hot. This could be somebody in your family that's watching this reading right now, whose energy I'm picking up on, that's really hot right now, that they being exposed. Let's go, Holy Spirit. What else do you want to say? This is an underage teen. Oh, okay. And this is you, collective. This is an underage teen. They're doing this to you, collective. Or maybe someone in my collective is of Jamaican descent. You know, in the reading I did some time ago, there was someone of Jamaican descent that had some real estate that somebody, I think in their family or people were collaborating to steal from them or keep them from that belonged to them. It was someone in my collective that was supposed to have some type of property in Jamaica, you know, that somebody was trying to keep them from in some type of a way. That reading I did some time ago. But somebody could be Jamaican and there could be an underage teen. Maybe it's that underage teen's energy that I'm channeling right now. Go ahead, Holy Spirit. Anyone else we want to put here? No, that's it. That's it. It's someone of Jamaican descent and an underage teen. Holy Spirit, what is this underage teen? What is that about? Oh, a sickness has overtaken them. A sickness has overtaken somebody. Let's go, Holy Spirit. Okay, school age, college, trade school. This is someone younger. A sickness has overtaken a younger person and things are going in your favor now, okay? A sickness has overtaken some younger person and things are going into your favor. Maybe a younger person was trying to maybe they were using a younger person to set you up to be unalived. Is there anything else you want to say with regard to this reading? She lost the baby, Puerto Rico. It landed on Puerto Rico. And I'm sorry if this happened to somebody. I'm sorry. I have compassion for all human beings. It's not easy being I'm not going to say that. It's not easy being as cheesy, you know, the Tiger commercial. I'm not doing that. The Puerto Rico. It could be somebody of Puerto Rican descent, but if this happened, I'm sorry. You know, like I said, I have compassion for all humans. It is not easy being a human being. Being a human being means that you're subject to the dark and the light. You're subject to being born into wealth or poverty. You know, you're in a place where you have to make choices, sometimes difficult ones, because it's my stomach is growling. I'm hungry. Do I do something low vibrational to feed myself out of survival, or do I suffer for another 10 years until I can get to a successful place in my life where I have everything that I need? And I have to make this decision as a human being. And do I fall into temptation? It's all about choices, being a human being, but it's not always easy when you're in a human body that you have to satisfy and keep warm and feed. And then you have children to provide for. Sometimes that temptation in being in a human body is greater than wanting to, bring your children from out in the cold or living in a motel. The temptation to do something low vibrational is a lot greater than just following God and suffering for the amount of time for whatever past karma you're paying for and sticking it out until things turn around in your life and your karma is burnt off and you start manifesting abundance. It's not easy being a human being. So we have to have compassion for humans that are in the dark and the light, because we're burdened with choices and free will at all times and constantly fighting to survive on a realm of suffering. So it's not easy being a human. So this Puerto Rican, if she lost a baby, I'm very sorry that happened to you as a result of the death spells that you were doing, career, job, or opportunity, because of what the career, job, or opportunity you were doing. It could have caused somebody to lose a baby because they were doing death spells on people. All right. Anything else, Holy Spirit? Just be careful. If somebody need to tell you about some real estate, have them meet you in the goddamn courthouse or in the police station. I was blackmailed and had to go along with it. Yeah, whoever this is, they're saying that they were blackmailed and had to go along with it. Probably because they've been doing it for so long. Leisure, fun, recreation, vacation. Things are going to go into your favor. They're saying that this woman is a complete idiot. Okay, that means you weren't blackmailed. You were blackmailed by your ego and by temptation. That's what you were blackmailed by, okay? It was your ego and temptation that caused you to be blackmailed. You know, you was like, I have to do this to satisfy my ego. I have to do this to get this money. I have to do this. Okay? This person has created a reputation for themselves. YouTube employee manipulating your stats. Okay, I am going to start a new reading, but with regard to YouTube, you're going to notice that things have been balancing out for a lot of people that have platforms on YouTube. It's because of the investigation. People are now bringing your money and bringing your views and everything back into balance. It probably happened overnight, and you were like, what the hell? Where did this come from? It's because of the investigation. They're balancing shit out now. They're trying to fix shit because they heard y'all. They heard y'all making, kicking up all that dust. You know, for those of you that were praying about the matter in the spiritual realm, kudos to you. And those of you that were making the physical effort to contact who needed to be contacted on the physical realm. You know, these things go hand in hand. Me personally, I handle my business spiritually. You know, I get to handling my business spiritually because I know what it is on that realm. Everything that manifests in the physical will manifest in the spiritual first. But you have to understand, part of the energy harvesting, there's a tarot card reader that I really love, that I listened to for a long time, that I noticed they would torment and torture her with the gang stalking, with the YouTube stuff, spiritual Sag. I was watching. I remember, and I noticed what time of, you know, the month it is. You know, it's usually around the new moon and the full moon, you know, when they'll apply pressure and start doing shit to try to throw you off and put you in a state of fear during these times. Those are the times when their energy hard, and not just her, a lot of people that were being targeted. I'm noticing the times that they fuck with your YouTube stats, the times that they fuck with your money and start fucking with your home, fucking with your kids' school, and do little shit all around your environment, or they were doing it in the past. It's always around the times when they need to energy harvest. It's always around moon cycles, and then they'll let up off of you. And then they'll start applying pressure again, like, wait a minute, this don't look right. Hey, I can't access the internet. There's no reason, like even with me, my internet, why is my internet out? You know, it's to make you panic and fear. Oh no, this is gonna, I can't get on. I can't do this. I can't do videos. I'm not gonna make money. I'm not gonna do this. I'm not. Everyone that they were pressing on, this is where the black magic comes into play. They needed to put you into a mind state of fear around the moon cycles, right? At these times is when they put pressure on you by fucking with your stats, by fucking with you with the gang stalking and everything else, the spell work, everything else they're doing. Because when you drop into a state of fear, because you're panicking, you know, about your financial stability, about your children, about other things that have to do with you, you know, when you get to panicking and they put pressure on landlords and things like that to harass you around those times, it creates holes in your auric field. So when those holes are created in your auric field, and you're in a low vibration because now you're in fear and in panic, that's when they have their people come behind it and do the black magic and the death spells in hoping that they're going to be able to take your ass out. But you still have divine protection. You know, your guides, for some of you, said, I don't give a damn what state of fear they might try to push you into during certain moon cycles. At the end of the day, if you temporarily got a hole in your auric field from being in a state of fear, you still have your ancestors and guides of the highest vibration out here like warriors, looking like Wakanda out here. Like, bring it. You know, that was still guarding and protecting you. Wasn't no death spell going to touch you, even still. Because even if they were able to manipulate you into a mind state of fear, you know, you still have your angels and your guides of the highest vibration, because in your heart, you still have love. You are still of the highest vibration of love. Even if they're able to push you and poke at you, you know, to get you into a state of fear for a minute or two, you're still vibrating too high. And God is still watching and sees all. and you're not going to do shit to my child. God is in the driver's seat. You in the passenger seat of this here life. And just when they thought that they was about to crash your car, God is in the driver's seat, and he stretched his hand out and put it in front of you and held your chest back. You know how you do when your kids are in a car in the passenger seat, and you hit the brakes and you put your hand, even if they got a seatbelt on, you still put your hand there. You put your hand to block them. That's what God was doing for you the whole time, regardless. I'm just saying this to make you understand with the YouTube thing. They were pressing on you, hacking your devices, fucking with your internet, fucking with your stats, fucking with your money, fucking with your landlords, fucking with your living situation, your children's school, everything that they were doing to you. They would do it around moon cycles when it was ripe. Your energy was ripe for the harvesting. And at that time, they would use your energy to energy harvest from you when you're panicking. That's what they do. Their whole objective is to get you off your square, which is why it's good if you can, if Buddhism is not taboo to you, to take a look at Buddhist philosophy. Now, I'm not telling anybody to worship Buddha, because Buddha is not a person. Buddha is a title, just like Christ is a title. Okay, you're not supposed to worship anybody. You're supposed to go within. Self-discovery is your spiritual journey. You need to, if you're interested and you're led to do it, and you pray about it. But Buddhism is a philosophy, and the Buddha is a title. It's not a person that you worship. You don't worship the Buddha. Siddhartha was not the only Buddha. There were other people that ascended to that level and title of the Buddha that went by other names. QUAN was another one of them. But there are others too that reach that level of consciousness, that title. Okay? Just like this is the deacon, this is pastor, this is the Reverend so-and-so. How did he get that title? Does that mean we're going to worship the pastor, the title, the Pope? No, we don't worship these people. These are titles that were bestowed upon people that reached through credentials by studying theology, a certain level of knowledge. Okay? They might not be spiritually ranked, but they did gain a certain amount of knowledge through books. Okay? And man selected them because of their study. Okay? And gave them a title, the Pope. Does that mean we worship a pope? Hell no, we don't worship no goddamn pope. The whole Roman Catholic Church is a carbon copy of the spiritual system in ancient Egypt, ancient Kemet. Okay? Not to go too far into that, but the point is they wanted to knock you off of your square. So if you look into Buddhist philosophy, it's all about detachment and detaching from people, places, and things that don't serve you. And it doesn't mean that you're at that stage in your spiritual development yet where you need to detach from everyone and everything. Okay, that's for later on in your journey for a lot of people. But it will help give you a perspective on how to handle situations when you're being gang stalked or someone is trying to energy harvest from you. Buddhism philosophy is an excellent tool to use when when people are trying to energy harvest from you, because it helps you to regulate your emotions and your energy. It gives you a perspective on how to view something, and then how to breathe and how to get into a mind state of where you cannot be touched. I shall not be moved, right? That's how you have to become. A person could be waving, shaking their titties in your face and doing cartwheels back and forth, and your landlord threatening to get you kicked out on a technicality, all kind of crazy bullshit, trying to get that energy from you. But you shall not be moved. You're going to sit up straight in a meditative pose, and you're going to look that person straight in the eye and handle your business and do exactly what you need to do. And then after you've done all you can with whatever situation is pending in your life, pull back from it. Don't give any energy out. Do not give an emotional response. You need to immediately switch into a straight logic, okay, left brain mode of thinking to handle that situation. When you become an emperor or an empress, that means you have experience in all four kings and queens. That means you know how to and when to exercise pure logic and you know when to balance it out with the feminine energy. You know when to balance emotional intelligence only and use more love and compassion, and you know when to cut the compassion off and to get back into your logic self. You know how to be balanced financially and make wise financial decisions in that pentacle energy, and your confidence is on fleek. So you don't need anything of a material nature or anything shallow that can tempt you into doing anything or low vibrational, because you already have confidence. Your ego is balanced. So you don't need any material thing, or you don't need to hurt people or put people down in order to get your confidence up there when you have mastered yourself in certain aspects. So that will allow you to practice that Buddha separation in controlling it's about controlling your emotions when you're going through the worst things, because that's how Siddhartha mastered himself, by being able to stay centered when a whole bunch of distractions that Mara was sending forth. And that's what the devil does. The devil jumps into your landlord. The devil will jump into your children. The devil will jump into your teachers at their school. The devil will jump into your neighbors. The devil's going to jump into the police. The devil will jump into people all around your environment, your coworkers, to distract you, to try to get you into an emotional upheaval and a frenzy. And your job is to practice that Buddha mental state of calmness, no matter what is being thrown your way or what you're going to be being distracted with. And you get practice every single day. Practice. A lot of you have already mastered yourself in the aspect of dealing with relationships, in knowing how to spot the right energetic signature that matches yours. You have completely healed yourself, and you will never be in a low vibrational relationship again. Whether you spend the rest of your life alone or you find a partner, you will never, ever again be in a low vibrational relationship with somebody. Not saying that someone will be perfect, but you know a vibrational match when you see one that knows how to, that is an emperor or an empress. But the next lessons that are coming toward you are lessons of being able to maintain your composure as the devil throws different types of distractions, because now he's going to come for your finances, your financial stability, and your career, to throw you off and to scare you and to try to knock you off your square emotionally, so that they can continue to energy harvest from you. So that's actually God sending that way, so you can get practice with these people in becoming numb to their energy. And remember, you are of a Christ consciousness. You're of a high stature spiritually. So you don't go back and forth with lower energies, no offense, but spiritual peasants. A lot of you, because of where you are, you don't have to defend shit. Let me tell you something. I stopped explaining myself to spiritual peasants when I turned 40. No offense to anybody. Not to call anybody a spiritual peasant, but yes, to call people spiritual peasants too. Spiritual peasants are people that are on the path. They're spiritual Karens. They're spiritual narcissists that try to catch you up the same way that chick tried to catch Jesus up when Jesus was Xavier, the one that most know as Jesus, when Jesus was trying to explain to people about getting rest on the Sabbath. And this bitch was like, oh, but I saw you take a sheep out of a ditch that they fell in. That's work. And I told you already what Jesus said to her. Jesus said, bitch, shut the fuck up. Just like that. Jesus was like, you know exactly what I meant. You just out here trying to gaslight me and throw everybody off to make a dumbass point. When you know the message I'm conveying. You understand what I'm saying. You do understand me. That's a spiritual peasant. That's someone that's asking you questions and making remarks towards you and commenting up underneath of you because they're just trying to get energy from you. Okay? And energy is like money. If you see a wino in the street that's going to take your money and run to the liquor store with it, and you feel like it will be wasted, and they're asking you for some money, and you're like, hell no, I'm not going to give you no money for that bullshit so you can go get high. I'm not going to give you money so you can go buy crack or meth. Why would I do that? Then that's money wasted. It didn't help improve you. It's the same thing with your energy. if people are nagging at you and tugging at you with dumbass conversations and comments and things that are not because they want understanding, and a lot of you are sensitive and energetic enough and empathetic enough to be able to pick up on a person's energy if they genuinely are asking for understanding on a matter, or if they're just wanting to gaslight you. And if they're just wanting to gaslight you, they're a spiritual peasant. And you don't entertain that, because you're spiritual royalty. You are spiritually ranked. And you're not going to waste your energy. You're not going to give energy or waste your energy in a back and forth with someone that just wants a piece of your energy so that they can yum, 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 yum. Like Cookie Monster. Eat it up. I got some attention from them. I didn't really want shit, and I didn't want to learn nothing, but I just wanted to get their attention just so I can feel important, by getting some of their energy on me, by getting them to acknowledge me. No, those are spiritual peasants. Okay, y'all stay up. If you're spiritually ranked, you stay up. You pick your battles. They keep sending friends and family to spy. And like I said, they're going to send someone to apologize to you, but they're going to try to set you up to be unalive. Holy Spirit, any final messages? And I'm going to bring this to a close. Yep, there's the King of Cups in the reverse. Yep, they're coming to manipulate you because they've lost everything. Everybody that was surrounding this pentacle right here, they've lost it all. They've lost it all. They were expecting that you were going to stay in a delusion. You came out that delusion a whole motherfucking year or 2 years ago. You probably been out this delusion. But they've been trying hard, running around in circles to keep it while they waited and waited and waited. And the reason is the head people were telling these people lies. They were telling these people that you were still in a delusion, and because they wanted to keep everyone encouraged. So they told these people that you didn't know what was going on yet. Queen of Cups. They told these people that you didn't know what was going on and they should keep trying. Because can you imagine telling everyone under you that was a part of this operation, hey, guys, the person already knows that we're catfishing them. The person already is aware of the techniques they're using to energy harvest. The person already knows about everything that we're doing with the gang stalking at work. They know all these things. Everybody would walk away and quit. And they wanted people to keep trying. So that's the reason that even though the top people in this operation were well aware that you knew what was being done to you, they didn't tell the lower people, the foot soldiers. They didn't tell the lower ranking people what was going on because they knew they would quit on their ass. And they were paid the people on top were paid a lot of money to get the shit done. So they were going to try to the very end. And that's where we are right now, the very end. Holy Spirit, final message. Okay, there's a high priestess in the reverse. There's a dark high priestess out here. What do we need to know about this dark high priestess before we close this out? And I'm going to come right back on here. There's a dark high priestess. Could be an Aquarius energy that might be traveling. They might not be expecting something. They said, now go over here. Oh, okay. This dark high priestess, their ships didn't come in. They didn't get what they were expecting. So maybe they plan on traveling, possibly. I have the star energy that could be a dark high priestess that is an Aquarius energy, possibly. Oh, okay. That's what they want you to know. They are setting you up, beware. So that's who's setting you up to be unalived. This dark high priestess is not going to be the one that comes to you in person, but they're working with other people that are going to come toward you. Okay. Whoever this Aquarius dark high priestess is, they're the one that's either going to have people someone travel to you to try to set you up to be unalive. You need to be careful. Are there any details my collective needs to know surrounding this setup before I bring this to a close? Dang, okay. Oh, I know it. You don't got to tell me. No, it's an actual death. That we already know that's what's going to happen because karma's just getting started. I can't make this up. Should they smack them cards out my hand? Listen, the Holy Spirit said karma is just getting started. No, it's an actual death. Dark high priestess, you don't have to get your hand involved directly. You don't have to be the one that shows up at my collective door. But guess who is still going to be trailed back to? Your stinking ass, because you spiritually stink. Your energy stinks, and it's all over this shit. It's all in the atmosphere. You know, God, the angels, the ancestors of the highest vibration of love, the ascended masters, they all over it. What you think, they can't see your ass? You hiding somewhere behind a rock? Hell no. You stinking up the whole atmosphere like a goddamn low vibrational karmic ass skunk. Child molestation. Maybe this dark high priestess might have been using children, okay, with child molestation, using children that have wounds, and that has been going on a lot. They have been using a whole bunch of children, younger people, to do these tasks, because they've been abusing people that young people that have wounds from being molested, the young people that have wounds from going through trauma at a very young age. You know, they take advantage of these young people. You know, they tell them, come here, I'm going to take you under my wing. I'm going to offer you, I'm going to show you how to turn lemons into lemonade. And instead of putting them on a better path and a better road, even contributing money to help them get started on a better path, a better road, they use these young people and exploit their vulnerabilities and their abuse and their sexual abuse and being caught up in sex trafficking. They use these people and their anger for what happened to them to use them to do black magic, because they're using them as a shield so that the karma will fall back on these young people. And that's all these young people you see dropping left and right that are being killed and killing out in the street. These are young people that are being used by this Aquarius, dark high priestess, and others like them, you know, that don't want to get the karma for doing this black magic and sending these young. So they're exploiting people that have wounds that need to be healed, that they could give advice to. That's why whoever this is, I'm hearing they're going to lose their body. I mean, they're going to lose the right to have a human body. Whoever this dark high priestess is, for being an abomination and doing this to all these younger people that need direction. These young people don't know nothing about church. You know, they were not brought up in the church, okay? Like we were. Even if everything about the church was not perfect and accurate with our spirituality, it kept us grounded and it kept us in a high vibration post-slavery, post-Jim Crow. You know, being and having the church kept us in a positive mind state. And it allowed us to have a concept of good and bad, dark and light, God and the devil, you know, and moving away from the church into spirituality. A lot of young people don't have the church to bridge that gap. So somebody, a dark high priest or high priestess, comes to them and they don't have no connection to church or the background that we have. So they only give them a cup of dirty water, you know. They only offer them a cup of dirty water. So that's and show it to them as their only option, black magic. So these young people are getting a karma. And this dark high priestess, I'm telling you, somebody said they're going to go to hell. These dark high priestess, they're going to lose their right to even have a human body if this dark high priestess is even a human. Because there are people walking around, roaming the streets in human suits that are not even humans. They don't have real souls. These are demonic entities. I mean, there are demons in human suits that walk amongst us. There are demons in human suits that walk amongst us, that get into the community and crowds and mislead people and do this bullshit. You are heavily spiritually protected at this time. This person is jealous of you. It's probably a goddamn evil ass spirit that's really jealous of you, body hopping, that came from this dark high priestess. She was never pregnant in the first place. All right. You had a friend of yours that's connected to all of this shit, that lies to people about being pregnant and catfishes people, that's very jealous of you. Karma's getting started for her too, but you are heavily spiritually protected. And that's your message. Collective, beware. They're trying to set you up. Anyone that comes toward you right now to talk to you about real estate, you don't meet at no goddamn restaurant. You don't let them come to your house if they knock at your door. You handle it well how you want, but get the fuck off my front step or bullets about to start flying. Send me correspondence in writing from the court. Do not meet up with anybody personally. When it comes to real estate or anything that someone has to come tell you of a legal nature, have them send it to you through email, through the court, through mail, or meet them at the court, the police station, or just somewhere, of safety. Do not meet nobody in any type of private setting. They are trying to take you out. I am QUAN, and this is I Have No Cut Card. So I'm going to come back with another reading in just a few minutes. Y'all be blessed.